when the Masters came up, everybody's talking about Tiger, and obviously there's this Tiger effect. He draws us, he captures us, brings us to the TV, and for hours, people are sitting there watching golf and are excited, their hearts bumping, and they want to see Tiger. What captures us about Tiger? Why do we love him as much as we do? He came in as a young hot shot with a lot of confidence and cockiness, which oftentimes people resent. He threatened a beloved great in Jack Nicklaus. Just ask LeBron how that's going for him and threatening Michael Jordan's legacy. Tiger came in cocky, confident, threatening a beloved great, had all the money in the world, had the chicks, had the front covers of Sports Illustrated, was on commercials, had everything. Folks, majority of the time, people have a little bit of resentment towards those types of guys. But there have only been 2 athletes ever, I think, that have had this power on a community of people, despite the fame, despite the fortune, despite everything they might have, that when they're on the television, you can't turn them off. You can't look away. And the internet swirls with just their name. The 2 athletes are Tiger Woods and Michael Jordan. They have a power on a community like no one else ever has. I'm going to tell everyone why. Jordan started off at the top of the world, just like Tiger did. He won 3 straight titles. He had everything, had scoring titles, had things like that. And then he left basketball, struggled with baseball. His father was murdered. And then he came back and was worshipped more than ever. Tiger Woods had a decade stretch in golf where he won more than anyone else ever has. He did things that were unimaginable in all of sports, and he had all the money to show for it. Then his father died. He went through hell with his body, had a spinal fusion, an ACL tear, more back surgeries, a devastating car accident, got a DUI, and came back to us waiting for the return of a legend. What I'm saying here, folks, is what compels us to guys like Tiger and guys like Michael Jordan is a sense of similarity. We love you even more when you go through the shit that we go through. Tiger Woods and Michael Jordan were at the top of the world. No one could touch them. And then they were knocked back down to size. And they were humbled. They realized that they weren't above everybody, that there were rules, were consequences, and that their life doesn't always go your way. And yet, these athletes, these warriors, Tiger Woods and Michael Jordan, they came back, they battled back, and got back to winning and inspiring people. That's why every time Tiger Woods is on the television screen playing golf, especially on Sunday in Red, it is like the gospel speaking from our television, and no one can turn away from it. You can be at the top of the world, but when you go through the stuff that ordinary people have to go through and can still make it back to the top and can still be a leader and represent something bigger than yourself. That's an impact in sports that only 2 players have ever had, and it's something that no one should ever take for granted. Even if Tiger does not win the Masters this weekend, he could not make top 10. Still, we're all going to be watching on Sunday, and we're all going to be captured and mesmerized by Tiger Woods and the story that he has come to give us. Thank you, Tiger. It has been something like none of us could have ever imagined, and you're the story that keeps on giving.